welcome to my channel. My name's Sophie and this is Bake It, Fake It, Recreate It, the channel I've made to do as many sort of craft projects and fun little bits and pieces like that as I can. In this video I'm going to show you how I made, that's the wrong way around, this lovely little Christmassy cushion, which is double-sided as well, and it's got an easy Velcro closure. So you don't need a sewing machine for it, although I have used a sewing machine for the edges. You can hand sew or you can hot glue the whole thing, totally up to you. So that is what I have made, and it's really squishy, so that's pretty great. If you'd like to see how I made that one, carry on watching, and if you have any questions or comments or anything, let me know down in the comment section below, or contact me directly on Instagram, which is @little_blue, and the L in blue is a 1, and I'll be there to answer as many questions as I possibly can. As long as they don't get too complicated for me. Let's get on with the cushion. Okay, so first things first, you need to find a lovely cushion innard or stuffing. I will be taking the pillowcase off, but this is the one I'm using. It's my seasonal change around one. You can be a bit more specific about measuring your cushion cover if you like. I'm just sort of going roughly by sizing it on the cushion because I can't remember what size it is, but if you know yours is say 30 by 30, you can measure it precisely, but make sure you leave a seam allowance of 1/2 inch to 1 inch, depending on how comfortable you feel, all the way around. And then that's what I'm doing here. I'm cutting off the excess, but making sure, because I'm using Velcro at the bottom, there's enough room for the Velcro to be in there, as well as the seam allowance, and then cutting off any of the excess. Okay, and then I'm doing the same thing with the top side, and just making sure it's all nice and neat on both sides, well, neat-ish, and then straightening out exactly the same onto the backing piece, so they are both the same size. Then turn it so the right sides are facing each other, and pin and sew around 3 sides of the cushion, leaving the bottom edge free. And make sure when you're sewing, if you're using a sewing machine, you do a forward, then a back, then a forward, close off the end, and then sew all the way down. And what I've done here is I get to the very corner, I make sure the needle is still in the fabric, lift the presser foot, turn the fabric around, pop the presser foot back down, carry on sewing. This makes sure that you've got the exact same line all the way around and keeps it nice and neat. And then I'm cutting off the excess in the corner so you get like a nice curvy, plumpy corner. Now I'm cutting off any excess that was left before cutting the Velcro to size, and then I'm going to hot glue it on, but make sure there's enough to sort of fold a seam allowance over on top of the fabric. That's what I'm doing here on the back piece, and then make sure you hot glue it all the way along. I did it step by step, sort of a couple of inches at a time, just in case the hot glue dried out a little bit, because it has been known to do that on me. And then I'm folding the corners inwards on themselves, again like a seam allowance fold, and then doing the exact same on the front piece, so folding it over to a nice neat straight edge and hot gluing that on bit by bit all the way along the Velcro as well. And I'm just putting a nice wodge of hot glue, technical term, into the corner and sealing the gap, if there's any left, there's a tiny bit on mine, between the corner edge and the Velcro starting. And then gently peel apart your Velcro just in case, plump up your cushion innard, and pop them in, wrestle them in my case, and then you can do your Velcro back up, and ta-da! Your cushion is done! I mean, how easy was that? You know? Anyway, here he is lovely on my sofa, excuse the dodgy lighting, but yeah, no. Okay, so thanks for watching my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all make a little Christmas cush and share any photos you do with me. That would be fab and really, really cute. So it's just like something sort of a little bit classy, a little bit like farmhouse, traditional sort of Christmas style without being like over the top red, gold, green. And I thought it's something that you can kind of slip in the winter. It doesn't have to be exclusively Christmas. It's not overkill. But yeah, so that's the first of my Christmas crafts, and there'll be plenty more to come. So keep your eyes out for the next video. Lovely to see you. See you soon. Love you, bye.